What's going on YouTube? Today we're taking a look at the Spigen lineup for your brand new iPhone 15 Pro. This is the 15 Pro Max, but these cases are available for the Pro version as well as the other 15 series. Check my link down below as it not also helps out the channel, but I'll give you the most up-to-date, relevant, and cheapest pricing available. These cases will run you about 25 bucks or less, so definitely super affordable as cases are getting way up into the hundreds, sometimes price point. Spigen's got our back, and Spigen's got some really affordable and protective cases, but let me know which one you think's the best down in the comments below. Enough chit chat, let's get into the 15 Pro Max Spigen lineup together. To start off the video, I just want to mention I do have a screen protector installed because I'm all about that screen protector life, so we're going to ensure that these cases are screen protector friendly, and I am using the WhiteStone Dome Easy Align screen protector for the iPhone 15. I'll leave a link down in my description as well, but let's go ahead and check out some of these cases together. And the first case we're going to take a look at is called the Ultra Hybrid. This is a clear case with MagSafe compatibility, so let's just go ahead and take a look at the first one here from Spigen. What I like about Spigen as well is a lot of these cases come in different variants, different color options, just like this MagSafe ring on the Ultra Hybrid. I chose the carbon fiber look, but they have a couple other looks as well. So it depends on your style, depends on which one you need. But Spigen always does a nice job with a super clear case. And I like that carbon fiber MagSafe ring. It just looks really, really cool. As you can see, it's shimmering in the light there. But let's take a look at the most important thing when it comes to a case, and that's going to be your front lip protection. Now again, this is going to be a more light duty case that I like to call it, because you can see on the front as you give you that 360 bird's eye tour, lip protection is just about coming up to that screen guard, and it is passing it just a tiny bit as you can see there. If you need a little bit more protection, I'm going to be going over some more cases, some heavier duty cases. So make sure to subscribe, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below if you want me to pick out any particular case, and I'll do my best to accommodate all of your requests. Thank you very much, USB-C port. And the buttons, no problems pressing these buttons. You have a little air cushion technology logo right there, showing you that those four corners do have a little bit of an air gap. And if we take a look at the back, here's your camera protection. So again, guys, I would call this a light duty type of case. Your cameras definitely are protected. You can see that there. You can't even see your camera lens. So your camera is protected. Your front is protected. But the main thing about this case, number one, ultra clear back. So it really showcases the beautiful titanium iPhone 15 Pro, Pro Max, whatever you picked up. Let me know which color you picked up. This one here is the black, which I think looks really cool. But let's test out the MagSafe compatibility, because if it looks cool but can't hold a magnet, that's not what we're talking about. Doing the shake test. Not coming off, so well done to Spigen for giving us a strong magnet on the back there. The next case we're going to take a look at is the Ultra Hybrid S, and it has a built-in kickstand. With the iPhone 15 Pro series, it's definitely a larger phone, and I'm always a fan of these built-in kickstands because when I'm out and about, I really just want to watch some multimedia, enjoy my coffee, and do whatever else I want to do. Easy pull tab, thank you very much, Spigen. And let's just go ahead and install this case. Just like that, and pull off the back tab as well. So you can see I chose a little bit of a different edition. This has the white ring on the back, and it doesn't have that tail end of the MagSafe ring there. Ultimate clarity from Spigen. These cases definitely are really clear. Now while we're on the back, let's just check out that camera protection. So it's basically the same case, guys. You can see that camera protection is the same as the Ultra Hybrid that I just showed you. Again, this case is just about the same, but you do get a built-in kickstand. So matter of fact, if I got some nails, let's check out this kickstand. Really sturdy kickstand, metal kickstand. Spigen does a nice job with their kickstands. As we check out the kickstand, works really well in both landscape and portrait. So if you want to take your FaceTime calls, or if you just wanted to watch some TikTok or some Instagram reels, you can place it in portrait. Or if you're watching that movie, watching your favorite JabberTech YouTube videos, you can go ahead and place that in landscape. Really sturdy, so if you needed to go back with a texting war with someone, your phone is not going to fall over. Now taking a look at the front of this case, again, you can see that front lip protection. A light duty case in my opinion. Cutouts are all perfect. There's that air shock technology on all of the four bumpers there. Buttons feel really nice. Just like the Ultra Hybrid, you do have a covering for that brand new action button. Now, as I've tested some cases already before I've done this video, I'm a huge fan of companies that don't give us a cutout for the action button, that really covered it up and gave us an actual button over the button. Sometimes those cutouts are a little bit hard to press, especially if you have Little stubbier fingers like I do, but Spigen knows what's up, and they put a covering over that action button. Little logo right there. Now once again, I'm going to show you the 360 bird's eye tour. You can see the front lip protection there. Checking out the fitness test. No loose corners. Everything is super snug as you'd expect from Spigen. And we're going to check out the snugness test on all of these cases. But I'm really a fan of this one with the built-in kickstand. For you guys that don't want a built-in kickstand, there are tons of accessories out there. And that's why I like MagSafe, because you can go ahead and get any type of accessory that you want. But I'm a fan of built-in kickstands, especially ones that are well done like on this case. You can see it's flush. So when you place your phone down on the table, other than where the cameras are, it's not really rocking about. That kickstand being flush with the case ensures that you're going to have a nice experience no matter how you use it. Lastly, let's check out the MagSafe compatibility. Not falling off. Well done, Spigen. This is so far one of my favorite cases. But let's move on to the next case here, guys. And this one is going to be the Rugged Armor. So let's go ahead and take a look at this Rugged Armor case. The Rugged Armored case has always been one of my favorites as well. I always like the design, and I like the flexibility of it. You can see that there, but because this does have MagSafe compatibility-ness, it doesn't flex like the other Rugged Armors used to, but you're not going to stand there flexing your case all day long. Nice material on the back, easily grippable case, TPU case. Some fake carbon fiber on the bottom there, little Spigen logo. And on the inside, you get their shock absorbing material. You can see on all of the four corners, nice shock absorbing material. So if we take a look at the bird's eye view on the front, you see that lip protection. Now in my experience, all of these Spigen cases have just about the same amount of lip protection. No Spigen case that I've tested or that I've seen has a really thick lip on the front. If you've seen one, let me know down in the comments below. But as you can see, you definitely get enough lip protection there, especially if you have a screen guard. But if you don't have a screen guard, your screen is still protected. It's not going to scratch when you place your phone face down. So take a look at that 360 bird's eye tour. That's your front lip protection. Taking a look at the sides of the Rugged Armor, you get these nice ridges on both of the sides of the Rugged Armor there. So that's going to help with the grip when you're holding your phone as you're walking around town or texting or doing whatever. The grips on the side help keep your phone in the palm of your hand. And you have a little bit of a reinforced bumper. So even though this is a thinner case, you get those reinforced bumpers and that shock absorbing material on the inside. Your action button is covered once again and easily pressable. Cutouts are all perfect. Now if we take a look at the back here, here's a camera protection. So you can see that camera protection. As a light duty case goes, this is going to protect you from most falls, and I think they did a nice job. Let's do the snug test. Kind of popping off just a little bit. As a TPU case goes, usually you're going to get a little bit of a pop off. That's just the nature of this material. You're not going to be applying this much pressure that I am just to give the snugness test a real good try. So I wouldn't say this is an issue in everyday life. Now let's just check out the MagSafe compatibility. Spigen's magnet, definitely on point. That's the Rugged Armor, guys. And I think it's a nice case. Again, I like the design, especially if you have a darker iPhone. I think this is going to be a nice option for you. Let me know what you think about the Rugged Armor case. Definitely feels super nice in your hand. I like those ridges on the side, just giving you a little bit extra grip there. Let's move on to the next case. This is the Ultra Hybrid, but it's showing you the internals of your iPhone. I always thought this was a cool design. I'm definitely a fan of the see-through kind of, let me show you what the inside parts look like type of design. So here it is. You have your MagSafe ring. Now again, they have different versions available. So check my link down below if you want a different version or you're interested in a different color. This case is a little bit more rigid for sure, but I like the inside type of design. So let's just go ahead and take a look at it. And if you're a nerd like me, if you're a geek, you're definitely going to geek out on this case. I think this looks really awesome. AZ1 hex core, Spigen, haptic engine. It's just really cool. I think this is a nice standout type of case, a little bit different than the other cases you've seen on the market. But enough about what it looks like. It's all about that protection. And the front lip protection, again, is the same on this Spigen case. As I give you the 360 bird's eye tour here. Cutouts are all perfect. You see those cutouts. And taking a look at the back, here's your camera protection. It's a little bit thinner than the other cases, but as you can see, it still does a nice job of protecting those camera lenses. It only has to be a couple millimeters higher than the lens to give it a little bit of protection. But it's all about this back look. That's just super awesome looking. I think this is really, really cool. Let me know if this one's your favorite down in the comments below. This one versus the Cryo, which I'm going to show you a bit later, are my absolute winners. I think that's something really cool, especially for those geeks and whatnot. But taking a look at the side of the case, your action button is covered. It's a non-slippery case. My hand is really gripping to this case. Not slippery at all, especially on the back here with the imprint or whatnot. It gives you a nice feeling in the hand. Not slipping out. Really an awesome job. I think Spigen does a nice job with these inside-out cases. Just take a look at that one. Let's do a snugness test. Not falling off, not popping off. Awesome, awesome job. This one might be my favorite. Let's check out the magnet. Not popping off. Spigen magnets are definitely on point. 100% faux show. I just got to show you this one more time before we move on to the next case, because I'd expect this is going to be a lot of people's favorites. I think it would have been cool if they said A17 Pro, but either way, it's an awesome looking case. Let me know what you think about this one. Buttons, no problem, as you'd expect from Spigen. Inside out case that I like to call it. But let's move on to the next case, guys. It's a ThinFit case, and a lot of people like thin cases. I'm one of those people on special occasions. A little bit of a hard shell on the back, but you do have the TPU sides, making it soft touch feeling in the hand. Just to show you what this one is going to look like. And this comes in different color variations as well. Nice case. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. And again, as a basic case goes, this is a pretty nice basic case. Now taking a look at the front lip protection. To my eyes, it looks like that front lip protection is a lot thinner than the other versions, hence the name ThinFit. But it's still protecting that screen. As I show you this angle, you barely can't even see the screen protector is there. So that means you are protecting that front screen. If we take a look at the back, your cameras are protected on the back here. So even though it's a thin case, you're still getting enough protection to give you that protection when you need it. You can see the different materials. Here's that plastic and then there's that TPU. Just kind of bonded together. Gives it a nice look, nice design. Cutouts are all perfect as you'd expect. Now this one is not a MagSafe compatible case. Although your magnet will kind of still go through with this case because it is thinner, but one little jolt and your MagSafe accessory is going to pop off. But if you need a quick top off, you can still go ahead and plug on your battery pack and you'll be good to go. Little Spigen logo. Not slippery. None of these Spigen cases are slippery in my hands. Nice ThinFit case, so if you don't want to add a lot of bulk, but you still want a minimal amount of protection for those moments, ThinFit case is the way to go in my opinion. Just feels nice in the hand, keeps your phone manageable, keeps your phone thin, doesn't add thickness, doesn't add any bulk whatsoever. Nice ThinFit case from Spigen. So let's do the snugness test on the ThinFit. Popping off just a little bit. Again, you guys are not going to be applying this much pressure on your everyday movements. But it is popping off on the left side more than on the right side. This is the left side. Just to show you that. So, not really passing the snugness test, but again, everyday life, I don't really see this as an issue. Let's move on to another case, which is their MagArmor. So let's take a look at their MagArmor. And for fun, I'm going to bring back the rugged armor to take a look at the differences. So here's the MagArmor, and I chose this kind of bluish color. And you can see all the little design on the back shimmering with the different light. Looks pretty cool in my eyes. I quite like that. And there's that Spigen logo. This is a more flexible case, just like the rugged armor is. Just a little bit of a design difference on the back there. It's a camera protection. I'm all about that color pop, especially if you wanted the blue iPhone, but you got the black. You can always bring the blue back. And here it is. Let's take a look at that front lip protection. I almost did a real drop test there, guys. Here's your front lip protection. So again, a little bit on the thinner side with this MagArmor. just to show you what that's going to look like. Action button is covered, and on the back, there's your camera protection, but enough protection if you want to keep things manageable in your pocket, in your hand. You're still going to get that protection when you lay them flat. And all of these Spigen cases pretty much keep your phone flat, guys. Just like that, so you're not going to have a lot of rocking around, just where that camera bump is. Now let's check out the snugness test. So this one fits a lot snugger than the Rugged Armor did. Just to show you that. Definitely not popping off with my snugness test. And your buttons always feel nice on these Spigen cases. So just take a look at that one there, guys. Let's go ahead and switch up the battery pack to do it a little test. No problems with that Spigen magnet. That Spigen magnet is on point. I think this is a really nice case, guys. I mean, it depends on preference. I kind of like the MagArmor a little bit better, especially since it's a little more snug. But nice case from Spigen nonetheless. Different color options available. Check my link down below. Next case we're going to take a look at is a cool case, and not only in design, but it's also going to keep your device on the cooler side. So let's take a look at their Cryo Armor. This also comes in a really awesome red, but I didn't want to wait 2 weeks back-ordered style to get the red one. I think the blue looks cool to show you that cool effect anyway. So you can see the Cryo Armor there. And you do have this special material on the inside that's going to transfer that heat from your phone and pop it off the back, just like in sci-fi movies. Let's go ahead and pop this on and see what kind of protection we're going to get. But I think this is an awesome looking design. I've always liked the Cryo Armor. On the front, here's your lip protection. Again, guys, say it with me. All of these Spigen cases pretty much have that same front lip protection. It's just a different design, really. And they are going to protect you from those everyday mishaps, as long as they don't happen from way up in the air. This is a nice Spigen case. You can see that front lip protection as I give you the 360 bird's eye tour. Playing really nicely with my WhiteStone glass screen protector. And you can see on the sides you have a little bit of a design. Kind of 2 rails that go along the whole side. Not only aesthetically pleasing, but it also gives a nice feeling in the hand and keeps this phone in the palm of your hand. Those grooves help this grip into that palm. And buttons, of course, are all perfect. Cutouts are all perfect. Taking a look at the back side. We all like taking a look at the back side. Here's your camera protection. Nice amount of camera protection. Going to protect you from most mishaps. This phone case is going to keep your phone cool, especially as you play those AAA games that are coming to the iPhone Pro later on in the year. So this is a nice design. As you can see, as I shimmer it and I move it away from the light, you can still kind of see those blue accents. Really nice honeycomb design on the back. I think this is an awesome case. I might actually order the red. I'll let you guys know if I do. I'll do a special video, but I think the blue is cool. Get it? Cool case. Well, let's take a look at the snugness test. Popping off just a little bit. Again, on the same side. I'm pressing a lot of pressure. It's still kind of popping off. Again, it is still pretty snug. If I just apply a normal amount of pressure, it's not falling off, so it's not a loose case. It's not loosey-goosey. But I always like to put a little bit extra pressure than needed just to kind of show you what kind of snugness is on these cases. So that's the snugness test. Now in terms of MagSafe, this is not a MagSafe capable device. Again, if you just need to place a battery pack, you will be able to charge your phone, but it's not going to stick. It's not going to do anything crazy like that. I think this is definitely a really nice case. Let me know what you think about the Cryo Armor. Let's move on to a favorite, and this has been commented a lot on my iPhone 14 Pro case review. People really like this Optik Armor, so let me just show you what this Optik Armor is going to look like. And as the name suggests, optic meaning cameras, armor meaning protection. You can really protect those cameras. I like to call this keeping the peeper creepers away. If you're afraid of cyber attacks on your phone, afraid of Pegasus getting access to your phone, you can always close that camera and they're not going to be able to see anything. But really it's to give you a little bit more camera protection. I personally am not a huge fan of this case, but I know a lot of you are, and that's why there's so many cases available, and that's why I like Spigen as a company, because just look how many cases they provide. Whatever your flavor is, whatever your style, whatever you're looking for, Spigen definitely has you covered. So here's that Optik Armor. Stays into place nicely. Let's do a little shake test on that rear camera armor. It's not sliding open on its own. It snaps into place. So you don't have to worry about this opening as you're running to catch your bus. Now let's take a look at your front lip protection here. There's your front lip protection as I give you the 360 bird's eye tour. And your action button is covered. I'm going to point that out because some companies are not giving you a button for that action button. And I'm not really a super fan of that. But let's just take a look. Nice material, nice rubber type of feeling material. You can see my skin is kind of coming off on this case as I rub it. A little bit on the coarser side, which I quite like. Again, it's going to help keep this case in the palm of your hand. Nice TPU material. And I don't even have to show you the camera protection on the back because you guys already know this is the Optik Armor. This is actually growing on me, to tell you the truth. Just because of the way it feels. I think it's a nice feeling case. It's a little bit thicker feeling in the hand versus these other cases that I've tried out. That's what I'm noticing right now. Definitely a little bit thicker. Here's that camera protection. So you don't have to worry when you place your phone when you're at a bar. The camera's down. Your cameras are always going to be protected. Buttons are really easy to press, just like all these other Spigen cases. Now let's do the snugness test. Definitely snug. This one is not popping off. Really, really snug. And if we check out the MagSafe compatibility, woo! That made me sweat a little bit. This is going to keep your MagSafe accessories on 100% for show. Let's move on to a couple more cases. We only got a couple more to look at today, guys, and I do have a bunch of other reviews coming up, so make sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up, share this video, comment, let me know what case you want me to pick up down in the section below. But this is Tough Armor, and I've been a fan of the Tough Armor, especially in this slate color, for a very, very long time. It also does come in other colors, just like all these other Spigen cases. And once again, with a built-in kickstand, although this one is a plastic kickstand versus the metal one that was on the Ultra Hybrid. Still, I've never had an issue where this popped off or broke on me after all these years. It does snap into place just like that. The Tough Armor here has a lot of shock absorbing material on the inside. So, as the name would suggest, this is a tough armored case. And it is a two-parter, but you know the deal with these two-parter cases. You never have to take them apart. In classic Tough Armor design, you do have that cutout for your Apple logo, which I've always liked. I've always quite enjoyed. And from that cutout, you can see the thickness of this case. You have that nice glossy black on the inside, really just shimmering around that Apple logo. And if your fingers are a little bit smaller, it could be a resting point. I got larger fingers, so I can't really rest my finger there. But taking a look at your front lip protection. Now, as the name would suggest, you would think this would have a lot more front lip protection, being a Tough Armor case, but it kind of looks like the same amount of lip protection versus all of those other Spigen cases that I just showed you. So you can see that front lip protection, but you also see those corners are beefed up just a little bit more. You do have a beefier type of design. And with that hard shell on the back, this is going to provide you a little bit more protection if it hits a boulder or something like that. Hard shell definitely gives you a little bit more peace of mind in my opinion. Here's your cutouts for the cameras. Again, just about the same, I would say, versus all the other cases that I've showed you. Take a look at that, but you're still protected, guys. You don't have to worry about scratching up your camera lenses when you're out and about. Same goes with the front. And you might not think this is enough, but it's going to provide enough protection if you lay your phone face down, or if you lay your phone face up. You're going to protect those cameras, you're going to protect the screen. And speaking of screens, they're all really screen protector friendly, and that's what I'm most concerned about. Screen protector and a case is going to be the ultimate in protection. And I think the design is really cool. Now, let's show you this kickstand here. Kickstand works in landscape. Doesn't really work in portrait on this case. It's more of that landscape type of design. But you do get a couple of viewing angles. You get that angle right there. And you can flip it up for that more upright type of design. This is Tough Armor. What I like about the Tough Armor case comes down to the buttons here. You can see that action button is recessed as well as has some ridges on it. And when you pull this out of your pocket or when you're just walking around with this in your hand, your thumb immediately rests on this action button indentation. And there's no doubt about it, you know which button you're pressing when you pick up this phone. And right underneath it is the volume up and the volume down. Now I kind of wish there was a way that Spigen could differentiate the volume up and down, because I definitely get confused with this when I just pull it out of my pocket. It's kind of hard to immediately tell, oh, this is the up and this is the down. But that being said, the more you use this case, if this is your everyday case, you know right underneath the ridge button is the volume up. So it's a little bit easier to differentiate between these buttons. And on the other side, here's your power button. Again, flush with the case. Little Tough Armor logo right on the side there. This is one of my favorite cases, not only for the design, but I also like the two-parted action, the hard shell, and the nice TPU on the top. Just provides a good material for you guys to hold. Tough Armor is where it's at. Now let's check out the snugness. Passing the snugness test. No issues with snugness test. Let's see if MagSafe is going to work. And of course it's going to work. This is the MagSafe version. Spigen magnets on point. Whew, getting a workout with this MagSafe test. Really awesome design, guys. If you had to just pick up one case, I would just pick up the Tough Armor personally, or the Inside Out, or the Cryo. Those are my three favorites. But as we move on to the last case we're going to show you, this is the Tough Armor once again. Just got a little bit of a surprise to show you a different color. Because I like these Tough Armor cases so much, I bought two colors. So if you have the black iPhone, I think the black Tough Armor case is the way to go. This might be my everyday case. I like the soft black TPU and the shinier black right underneath it. And of course that titanium black shimmering from gray to black looks super awesome in this Dark Knight case. Dark Knight combo. Of course your protection is all the same. Take a look at that one there. This has been a look at some Spigen cases. Now I'm a super fan of Spigen cases. They keep the prices affordable. And for the price of some competitors' cases out there that sometimes run over $100, you can probably pick up 3 or 4 Spigen cases. Get a little bit of a case arsenal in your collection. That's what I like to do, guys. Let me know which is your favorite down below. And again, check my link. Use my link if you want to buy these. It helps me out and helps your pocket out as well. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have any questions or comments or cases you want me to pick up, leave that comment down in that section below. Thanks for watching. Catch you in another video.